Okay, I made a few changes to the. I don't even know what I did with my telephone. Well, I don't know what I did with my telephone. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute audio, and I hope I don't forget to restore it. You have to have the phone to check the. I'm just using the built-in microphone, so it'll probably be kind of noisy. You'll hear it every time I hit the table or thump the table. I hate that. Let's give that a little bit. Got choked on my bottle of water. That is why. It was brand new, and when I opened it, it pushed it all the way. These old flimsy eco bottles. I want the old bottles back, by the way. These old friendly eco bottles. My internet's buckling. It went up my nose. I have upped the video quality on the recording just in case I lose stream. If I could use the Ethernet, but when I turned the Ethernet on, and I had big speed with Ethernet, by the way. But if I turn it on, the camera or the Miracast won't work. So I would have had to do away with the camera if I use the Ethernet. So I'm just gonna have to tough the internet the way it is. That's the situation I'm dealing with right now. I'm gonna try to find some way to pull it through my computer and stream it from this one with the Ethernet connected, but all the picture stuff from another computer, like the camera and the game, and to just put this video feed to that video feed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking about doing. But that'll have to be later, and I'm not even showing online here on Twitch. What the hell is going on? Oh yeah, I am. I see the red light. Can't even find a way to turn it on the feed. Okay, here we go. I found it. I'll make sure I'm working. Cut. Stuff from another computer, like the camera and I am working. So that's what I'm going to work on next, is trying to, but I don't even have a capture card for the other computer. Well, I do, but it'd be RCA. And then I'm going to have the problem of converting the digital signal to it. So we're going to have to try to get another source in the months to come for me to have another output to the streaming computer, and then I'll have the computer to process all the picture stuff and stuff. You know, so I don't have a computer. This computer will be for the internet only. And then my other, I'll use one of my old ones. I'm not going to buy a new computer. I got some old ones. It's just setting it up is the problem. Now, my old computer, its original system had died, and it's got a Windows 10 on it. The Windows 10 don't work well on because it was a Vista computer that I upgraded. I mean, not Vista, the other one, Windows 7. It was Windows 7. Somehow or another, the Windows 7 got corrupted, and I wasn't going to spend whatever it costed to buy a new one. And so when Windows put out the free 10, I just converted it to the 10, you know what I'm saying? But it don't work well with 10. It's real slow and sluggish, and I could attempt it. I'm going to get it out and attempt it. We'll see if it works. I've got a Linux on it, but Linux, everything don't work on it. I say I'm having trouble with the audio, and it'll receive my Miracast. So if I would use my Miracast as the main source, it would probably work. I put me in the center because my mount's going to be like right where where I was going to put my camera. I don't want my freaking mount blocked off when I play this game. So that's just the situation that I'm dealing with right now. I've got a bunch of them RCA captures. I mean, I got tons of them. But I only got one HMDI capture because I had a cheap one that I bought off of Wish. And it worked for a while, but it eventually got where it quit working. So it don't work anymore. It just flashes. When you plug it up to anything, it flashes. Now I think I'm going to have to downsize the stream some in the bit rate because it keeps going to yellow and red. But I do have a delay. Maybe the delay will keep it from dropping out. We'll see. But I am recording the whole entire thing for the YouTube audience, and it's going to be a higher quality than the stream because yesterday y'all saw my videos are pixelated. Even the capture was pixelated, so I made some changes to that. Oh, that's some kind of goblin when I pixelate. It looks like some kind of little pixelating demon or something. I may look that way on the stream. I don't look that way on my screen. Anyway, that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to stream it from this computer. This computer's crappy when it comes to capture and stuff. But the problem is getting another capture to put it to this computer. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have an output because I've got a really older computer that is better than all these others. But its HMDI out is broke. It don't work anymore. So that's the problem with it. I mean, it was a better computer, but it was an older system too. It was the Vista one. I was telling you about Vista, and I had upgraded it to Windows 10 as well, and it's real sluggish. But its HMDI is broken, so I can't send it out without a USB. You know what I'm saying? Without a USB kind. And the ones I bought would not work well with it. Now, it had the old-fashioned, you remember the one you screwed in that you connect? It had one of those. I mean, that's how old this laptop is. It's from 2012. That's the reason I replaced it, because things got broken on it. In other words, the computer works. I still got it stashed somewhere. The computer works, it's just got some broken things. It's got a broken USB port on it. And it's got a busted HMDI cable out. So I pretty much just got a new one. But it was a Vista system. Or is it Windows 7? I don't remember. But it's from 2012. The computer was bought in 2012. It still runs. I used it as a recorder for many years. You know, when we had regular cable. But when the HMDI outbroke, I had to replace that, and that's when I bought the big behemoth that I was using as a capture recorder. And I can't bring the big behemoth in my room, so I wouldn't even have any room for it in this room. So that's it's in the living room. It'd probably be a good gaming PC. That's probably what it was. This is a big old. I mean, it's huge. Huge thing. The only thing that could be huger than this is a huge room mainframe. Bill, I only got it for $98. My mama cussed me because we all had problems getting in the house. That's how freaking heavy the damn thing is. I told her, you just don't understand how cheap it was. I mean, I was wanting a desktop, and all of them were $200 for old systems. And I found that thing for 98 bucks. It was on Walmart. One of the sellers in Walmart, of course. It worked good. It even had Windows 10 installed on it, but it is a behemoth. I mean, it's a huge ass thing. It's huge. She got on to me for buying it because none of us could hardly deal with it. Even I couldn't deal with it. It was too heavy for me. Of course, you know I got limitations on my back. I got less limitations than she does. She's always telling me she's got 20. Well, they told me I only got 10 pounds on my back. So she would sometimes insult me. Well, I only got 20-pound limit on my. Well, so I got 10 pounds. They only gave me 10 pounds. It's a damn behemoth. I don't even have room in my room. It'd take up my. If I put it in here, it'd take up my door space. I wouldn't be able to open the freaking door. It'd be the one I'd use for gaming if I could. But I can't. I could in the living room. I could set it up in the living room. I'm thinking about selling the behemoth and getting rid of it, though. So I don't really have any room for it. I don't use it anymore since we don't have a cable anymore. They cut our cable out and went all digital where it's on the Roku. We had to get, because our cable service, they went to their own, but their own was freaking high. You should have saw the price they was charging. When DirecTV and all that, and DirecTV keeps going up, by the way. It keeps going up, we're probably going to have to kick it out the door. And they changed it around several times. AT&T, DirecTV, AT&T, DirecTV, switching it around. And one day, I was having a trouble. I'm going to tell you. This was ridiculous. This was ridiculous. I was on the phone with them, and they kept shifting me around. Oh, we don't deal with that department. You'll have to call DirecTV. And I called DirecTV. We don't deal with that. You got to call AT&T. And it went on for about an hour. Finally, I just forgot about it. After an hour and 15 freaking minutes, I gave up because they kept routing me. I mean, it's just back and forth, back and forth. And finally, I get somebody talking to me. Oh, we don't deal with this. That's the way they would do. You know, it was just back and forth. And then you get with DirecTV, and then you get some of them that wouldn't help you. They just say, we're sorry. And then you have some that would try to help you, and then we don't deal with this. Why did they even freaking sell DirecTV to AT&T if they weren't going to let them freaking run it? Just saying. Just saying. I mean, that was the way it was. It just kept bouncing back and forth, back and forth. It was a billing issue. We don't deal with that. We don't deal with this. We don't deal with that. We don't deal with this. We don't deal with that. I mean, it's about an hour and 15 minutes. And finally, I just hung up. Just hung up. I didn't know what else to do. Now they've turned it DirecTV Direct or something, whatever it's called. Whatever it's called. I mean, they're advertising on television all the time. It's a big freaking mess, but that cable company, our local one, when they cut out their cable and they launched their own, that damn thing's so freaking expensive you couldn't afford it. I mean, you might as well go with YouTube. I don't want YouTube because of their history of control. I mean, I don't even want to put my cable in their hands, even though it's the best price. And they got more devices than the rest of these others, by the way, too. They limit you to devices. That's a big thing. That's why we went with the AT&T, quote-unquote, DirecTV. It was DirecTV at first, then went to AT&T, and then it went back to DirecTV. And I don't get that bullshit. And I know I'm just wasting my time talking here. But I just don't get that bullshit. Okay, because I'm telling you, that's what happened. I mean, I fought back and forth. And them telling me that, we don't deal with that. We don't deal with that. We don't deal with that. And you get some, they'd help you 15, 20 minutes. They come back and say, sir, you're going to have to call DirecTV. And then it'll be the same thing on the other end. Oh, sir, you're going to have to call AT&T. That was the way it was. Nobody would deal with it. Then they'd ask you, what AT&T package you got? We got the digital. And they would come back. Sorry, you have to call DirecTV. Because you know it was DirecTV. They just put AT&T's logo on it for a while. I mean, it was DirecTV when we first got it. Okay, let's get back to the game. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up. I want her. And I'll probably have to get her into the get her into the solo mode, because people have a habit of just blowing me up over and over again. So, of course, I know I probably piss people off. I expect it. Why is she outside? I was going to the online. Why are we doing with that? I must ask them to quit. Well, at least I know that she's already selected. So let's just go in. I must actually close it. I can't read today for some reason or another. I got a glare on my glasses. I'm having trouble reading. It's probably the position I'm in to keep my head under the camera. I'd probably pull more back that way if I wasn't in the camera. And I'd be more in par with the television. Okay, so I'm having to sort of look upward just to get to the selection. I'm gonna keep it where I can keep it open, but I'm going to keep it closed so I don't have to get killed without going in passive mode. I hate that passive mode. I probably need to move. I'll adjust this camera when I get the mount loaded. I'll move it to another location. That's the way it was. It just bounced back and forth. We're sorry. And that's how, one woman, that's how she did. She was trying to help me. She come back and she said, "Sir, you're going to have to call DirecTV." I believe it was. There was a third way around. It went on, so I can't even remember which way it was. But this went on. This went on forever. And it's switching me back and forth. And finally, one person, oh, I remember now. Finally, one person on the email help or something showed me how to change it myself. See, I needed to upgrade my billing and I couldn't find it. And I couldn't figure out how to upgrade it. Yeah, I'm going to have to move my head. Let's see. We're going to move my head. Oh, I turned it off. I didn't like it. I'm not sure where I want me. You see, the problem is you block the screen off. And I don't like it when I lower my picture. So I was just going to wait and see how the game was to adjust that. There we go. I think that'll do. I think that'll do fine. Yeah, now there's my mouth. I can see it. See. Plus I can see my freaking ugly head. Let's put her in some clothes. I wanted to use the Ethernet, but that, like I said, there wasn't enough power. You either lost the camera or the. But when I'm not using a camera, I'm gonna hook it into Ethernet in. I need a powered USB thing, but every one I've ever bought doesn't work. That never works for me. I even went and bought a name brand one and had to return it. It never works for me, y'all. Never works. A lot of stuff that they sell don't work for me. I'll go back to her original outfit that she started out with. That was the one she first bought. So we'll just put her in that today. It looks better when it's on that side. See, I'm turned this way. It looks awkward. Let's move it back over there. Maybe the problem is they put their bleeps there where you have to read the screen. But it would really look better if it was over here. I guess I'll just have to look awkward and I'm turned this way. That's where my television's turned. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. There was a Johnny Cash song, and he was going on about, I guess things go that way or something like that. How does it go? I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way or what? What is it? Oh, it's an old song. One of those old songs, but you can't change it. There's nothing you can do about it. I guess it just works that way. I guess the things that happen that way. I think that's it. I need to try to take some missions. Let me test my sound, see what it sounds like. Let me mute me, and I want to test my computer. I don't like the sound of that tabletop microphone. Let me test my sound, see what. Yeah, I don't like that sound though. Let me get the headset. This should just plug right up. I'll be right back. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Gotta put the camera back too. I hope I didn't knock into it. The um thing is right beside it. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Let's make sure that it is using the headset instead of the desktop. I didn't see it moving, so it must be working with the headset. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, now I'll get started here in just a sec. Sorry, y'all. I know this is taking forever. Babe, I love you. It should be ready to go now. I don't know what made me start hearing sticks in my head. You know it's you, babe. That is sticks, ain't it? Babe, I love you. Babe, I love you. You know it's you, babe. I don't remember the lyrics. I remember that part. Styx was kind of a weird band, you know. They had some hard stuff and then they had some soft stuff. They were good at that. They were actually good stuff. You know, some bands, all rock or less rock, or the Styx was all over the place. And I'm just using the regular one today. That's what I had on. I had it on last night. I was using whatever it's called. The white noise. Let's see if we can find some missions. You know it's you, babe. She knocked her out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. She get anything? Did she have anything? Did she get away? She must have lived. The ambulance didn't come and get her. Why did she disappear? They make some changes. They used to have the ambulances come in and get them. Babe, I love you. I think it picked up like a radio broadcast. I used to be good at that. I used to like I could be in. There was sometimes I'm going to tell y'all. This was weird. Like, yeah, I got my radio up. And this one. I got my radio up. It was a bigger radio. I just used this little mini boombox. This thing sounds good, by the way, for its size. But I got my radio up, and I started hearing Patience in my head. Patience, like it was playing. Well, I turn on the radio. I start flipping through the dial, and guess what song is playing? Patience. I was hearing it in my head while I picked the radio up, getting ready to play my music for that day, and for some reason there I just started scrolling through the radio. And freaking Patience was on at the same time it was playing on the radio. Now my brain was picking it up. think it was KZ106 that was playing it. The same time, y'all. I don't remember who it was. It was either KZ or the local channel. But I don't get Rock 105 on most radios. Unless I'm on a car radio, a car. If I'm on a radio, I rarely get Rock 105. I think my Sony will pick it up. My Sony boombox.